You also need the perfect wind for Erie, PA, and unfortunately, that west wind, it is coming in 34 miles per hour. Here's an elevated camera. It's actually the best visibility, honestly, that we've had over the last hour and a half in Erie, PA. We're getting lake effect snow. It is cold and blustery. Right now, that lake effect snow band moving just to the south. Because again, when it comes to lake effect snow, the direction of the wind is what dictates everything. And it's critical for who is going to get the wallop in terms of that heavy snow potential today. Right now, the Great Lakes are sitting in the 40s. We got winds coming in that are bringing air temperatures that are in the 20s. And so that temperature difference, of course, is creating that very intense band of snow. Now, as you take a look at our post-Thanksgiving Day storm event, this second storm is going to add on top of the lake effect snow that we're packing up today. And we're not going to have a warm-up, folks, which means that this is a huge amount of snow that will be followed by another huge amount of snow. Let's get you through what we have to get through today, though. We're going to bring in Fox weather correspondent Katie Byrne. She's live in Erie, PA. Katie, I think a lot of folks that are trying to get in the car and just drive regionally across the interior of the Northeast, they're going to struggle today.
Hopefully, Britta, a lot of them decided to go where they need to go yesterday because I think visibility is going to come down dramatically. You just mentioned that this is the clearest visibility we've had in the last hour. I can't agree more. I mean, we've had snow nonstop, and now it's just seeming to taper off here. But we know this is just the beginning, and like you mentioned, lake effect snow is one of those things. Depends on the wind, and you can have a dry spot in one area just a few miles away, pumping lake effect snow bands moving in, and those squalls just kind of hovering for hours. We've seen it happen. We've been in it before. I will say it's my first time in Erie, so I'll see what it's like here, but you know, we know this is a lake effect snow event that's shaping up and impacting millions of people, not only in Pennsylvania, but in Michigan, New York, Ohio. We're right along Lake Erie where it's very quiet this morning. Not a lot of people are out, but you can see we've already picked up several inches of snow. That's been reported across the region. But we know we still have a ways to go. Our forecasters don't expect things to fully taper off until midday tomorrow. Today, though, is expected to be the heaviest snow. So that's also Thanksgiving, which we know a lot of people do end up being on the roads for the holiday, trying to get to where they want to go regionally, like you said, Britta. We're talking to AAA this week about all of those holiday plans. They predict nearly 82 million people are going somewhere, and 90% of them are driving. But drivers here have been warned by PennDOT to avoid unnecessary travel. In fact, we had truck, bus, and motorcycle restrictions go into effect at midnight on the highways. We have a speed limit restriction in effect as well, so something to think about. And then not only is it visibility that could be an issue for you on those roads, but officials are warning that with the gusty winds that we're experiencing with this, we could see a number of outages, which we've actually already seen many in Michigan, more than 30,000 customers there waking up without power. So a lot to talk about. You think about driving and you look at the situation that I'm in right now, it's okay, it doesn't look terrible, but then you could drive just a couple miles south and get in that band. And I've gotten stuck driving in lake effect snow bands. It is not fun, Britta.
Yes, I drove once during a lake effect snow warning, and that was the last time I ever did it.
Scary.
It is really, really scary stuff when the visibility drops that quickly. But also, you talked about the ice effect, Katie. When you get that brisk wind, you almost get that thin layer of ice underneath the snow right at the road surface, and you just lose traction almost immediately.
Well, I've noticed a little bit of a mix already. I think we had some grupple earlier, so some of those harder kind of
crunchy
hail-like balls coming down. Yes, yeah. So, I mean, I think those roads, you think about that, there's already a mix there, and then that lends to ice when you've got temperatures this cold. So
lake effect snow is just sort of a different animal. I mean, having all that moisture locked up in the precipitation, it has a different consistency than the snow we track in other spots in the U.S. So it really is very unique to drive through. Katie, thank you so much. You go warm up for a couple minutes. We're going to be checking in with Katie here today on Fox Weather. And happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. We appreciate you, Katie.
Thanks. You guys too.